With the death of Supreme Leader Snoke in The Last Jedi and Snoke out of the equation in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, at least for now involving Kylo Ren, let's look at Star Wars Episode 9 by writer and director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, it was pretty much made clear that in The Last Jedi, the plan for Kylo Ren was, of course, to take over the First Order and claim it as his own master, and not being an apprentice, of course. We witnessed this in the throne room scene, in which he assassinates his master firsthand. So, looking past all of this, a lot of people have been wondering about Kylo Ren and his involvement in Episode 9. We do know that right now, Adam Driver is a very busy man with this movie. They're shooting a lot of scenes back and forth, different locations here and there, involving different actors and actresses and extras, etc. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set designs, the set leaks, the concept art, and storyboard descriptions, one of which has all to do with a set involving Adam Driver and another actress that could very well point to a certain story element in Episode 9. Now, Adam Driver is all set to shoot a scene during the last week of November at Cardington for a 2-day shoot approximately that will involve extras to work with him that will be dressed as new tiers of stormtroopers in black armor. The sequence is described as an action-heavy scene involving a large set piece being Kylo Ren's shuttle. The set being constructed is described as a grassy surface with lots of boulders and ponds. Fog machines will be used as well as a stunt double for Adam. However, Keri Russell will also be involved in the shoot. So far, only these two actors are part of this scene. Could this indicate that they are working together or against each other? Keri has been training for the sequence for around a week now, including rehearsals. So this does raise a huge question for Kylo Ren for sure. Is, of course, the character of Keri Russell, which, by the way, the code name of her character is Mara. Could she very well be the apprentice of Kylo Ren? Could she be basically the new version of Mara Jade from the EU, in which she was the Emperor's right-hand person, where she was actually going on different missions and doing things for the Emperor and the Empire as a whole? Maybe the reason as to why she is codenamed quote-unquote Mara is because she's going to just be mirroring that character and applying those parallels from the Emperor and Mara Jade dynamic to a now Kylo Ren and this new character dynamic in the sequel trilogy, where Kylo Ren has his own apprentice that's not necessarily going to be a Sith or a dark side user, but a bounty hunter or an assassinator, perhaps. You know, looking at everything here for Episode 9, we do know that there's a lot of work being done on this film, both at Cardington, Pinewood, Jordan. After that, they plan on filming over in Italy, Ireland, and even California, apparently. Now, this sequence that does indeed involve a new tier of stormtroopers in black armor. It sounds like J.J. Abrams is trying to bring in the concept of shadow troopers, which they lightly did in Rogue One, the Star Wars story. They were called the Death Troopers. But looking at the fact that it's going to involve Kylo Ren's shuttle on this planet, I think that this planet lines directly up with what we saw in the leaked photographs not too long ago over at Black Park. You guys may recall that, of that jungle-like world where there was a lot of trees, a lot of grass, a lot of boulders and rocks, and all these different things that do really resemble that of a tropical environment. And I think that this could very well be the same exact planet that Adam Driver will be shooting a scene for the character of Kylo Ren over at Cardington. Now, that's the thing that really does interest me, though, is how Keri Russell is actually going to be involved in a scene with Adam Driver. Again, it could indicate two things. She's either against him or she's with him. I think it would be a very interesting dynamic, a new angle to Star Wars, where you had Kylo Ren kill his master in The Last Jedi, and then going into Episode 9, Kylo Ren obviously being the master now, he probably wants to experience being the master of somebody, some individual, right? Not just a whole bunch of people, but one person specifically, and that could very well be this new character that is being portrayed by, of course, Keri Russell. So I think that there's a reason as to why she's codenamed Mara. I think that there's no, coincidence for that. I think that there's a reason. I think that there is a plan in place here to either recreate the character of Mara Jade, or just insert the character of Mara Jade, or just use her as an inspirational piece to create some parallels from the EU into the sequel trilogy. Like I say, Kylo Ren's mask with the hood over it is basically Darth Revan. You could see all these little parallels and cherry picks from both Disney and Lucasfilm from the EU into the sequel trilogy. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to move.